Welcome to Cannabis School. I'm your host, Jesse Angeles.
And I'm Brandon Elder.
And we're here to talk to you about everything pertaining to cannabis, from vape,
flower,
edibles,
strains,
and everything in between. Hey, man.
How you doing?
I'm doing awesome, man. It's been a good week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a really productive week. You've been like a rock star.
Yeah, I've been getting after a lot of different things, trying to do more things for us and random shit on the side and just everything in between.
Well, you've been crushing it, so...
we're doing okay. We're getting closer and closer. We'll share with everybody later on what we're doing, but it's been a direct result of this.
Yeah.
And what we've been able to learn and how we've been able to grow, and it's all because of you guys. We thank you so much.
Appreciate the hell out of you.
Yeah.
It's been fantastic.
It's been so good, especially where, we've had Patreon supporters to coming in there at $1. $1.
$1.
Wow. And I'm Hispanic.
That's terrible, Jesse.
That's so bad.
Un peso, por favor.
Yeah. Uno dinero.
Dinero. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was, it's been good. It's been good. We're moving forward. We're trying to get more things going on, but man, we just love being able to do that. And, today's episode would be
I kind of forgot.
Well, it's a good thing to have for right now too, especially as many people lost their jobs and maybe got a little extra scratch and you're just like, F this, I need to forget for a little while. Well, you can do that with this strain.
It'll definitely make you forget.
What's the strain we're talking about?
I don't remember.
It's Amnesia Haze.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's a fantastic.
It's kicking in already.
Well, and the cool thing is that this is more of like a sativa, if I'm not mistaken.
So it's actually a hybrid.
It is.
So it's actually mixed from Jamaican landrace sativa and a South Asian landrace indica strain.
That's crazy.
That's where the genetics have been traced back to. Some also think it's crossed with a Hawaiian sativa as well. So
this is really good. I mean, when it comes to hybrids, it definitely feels like a more sativa leaning hybrid. It was super energetic. It was really fun.
Yeah, very happy, uplifted strain. Not a super relaxing, couch locking but it is a very energetic, happy, uplifted strain.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's one that, I don't know, at first I was like, I don't know, Amnesia Haze. I'm thinking that I'm going to forget. Now, it did make me feel a little spacey just for a slight bit of it. My wife had asked it, are you doing okay? I just had a very warm sensation all over my entire body. Like I just felt relaxed.
Which makes sense. This is used for like a lot of depression, anxiety, stress, and fatigue.
Yeah, I could see that. It's really good. I and in the sense of like, one, not a lot of cough. Tried it in flower.
Really smooth experience.
Yeah, very smooth. You don't really get that real strong.
Maybe it's from being genetically bred through like these OG landrace strains. Just such original genetics or something that not messed up, and I don't know. It was super smooth.
Yeah, it's a daytime strain for sure. Productivity strain, maybe. Not so much. I didn't feel like I wanted to get a lot of stuff done.
It's good for like socializing and creativity, but I don't know about like focused work.
Yeah, I think socializing, family get together, play with your kids strain.
Oh yeah.
This could definitely fit into there going, you know what, I know I've got all these things in life which are really stressful and it sucks. So Amnesia Haze is really good. Also, what's really good is Vibe Gum. We've been snacking on this for a while now, and I got to tell you, the flavor is awesome. Chilled mint. I've had other CBD gums. They definitely taste like CBD.
Yeah, this has no CBD flavor at all. It just tastes like gum.
They hit it with mint, last a long time. I chewed this for well over an hour. Still had flavor. You'll usually expect gum like this to be like fruit stripe gum, where the flavor dissipates pretty quickly.
5 minutes in, you're checking it.
Yeah, you're like, nah. You know, it's like that whole Peter Griffin. He's like, yeah, it's got the flavor of fruit stripe gum. You know, you put it in your mouth.
That or bazooka gum.
Hey, it's not.
Sadness.
This is great. And this is another alternative of being able to de-stress.
Since we're on the topic of fruit stripe gum real fast, my mind is going on here. What was the one that had the comics in it? It was like almost like
that
fruit
was
stripe.
bazooka gum.
Okay.
And there was like this tablet. It was hard as shit.
Hard as
Every once in a while, you'd get one that's like soft, and you put it in your mouth because you're just like preparing your fillings.
Those were the pre-chewed ones.
And dude, these were I had one time. It was like that was the bubble Bigley Chew.
Oh yeah,
right.
Grab it out of the bag, trying to act like it's dip or something.
I know, right? That's so messed up. Like, hey kids, now you can act like you're chewing tobacco too with this gum. Like, speaking of the gum, though, definitely go check this out. It'll be in the show notes over there. Extremely reasonably priced.
Yeah. And it's great. It just helps you vibe.
Yeah.
Takes the edge off, makes you chill.
Yeah, just experience a vibe.
Great for work or family gatherings.
Or if you're stressed out with the kids in the back, it's definitely not going to make you feel high at all.
No.
It's just extremely relaxing. So check it out. It's in 2 different doses. There is the
CBD isolate and the full spectrum one.
And the full spectrum one is delicious as well.
Oh, yeah.
Check them out.
Yeah. And that, helps you forget all the shit that's going on. You can toke back with some Amnesia Haze and...
But like you said, I mean, it's a good social strain. It's just something where, you don't want to get out, but you need to. Right? You have to have that human contact. This is a good social lubricant one.
Yeah.
Where people usually go towards drinking. Give this a shot.
And if you haven't socially gotten together with friends and partaken of cannabis, this is a great strain to start out with.
Yeah.
Because there's something special about that community, that sharing of partaking of cannabis together.
Ah,
and expanding of minds together, and the conversations that just flow and come from that are some of the best conversations that are ever had.
I'd agree. And some of the deepest conversations and ideas. I don't know how many different ideas that I have come up with while using cannabis, and they came out of nowhere. It wasn't like I was sitting down there going, come on, brain, put it out. It just
magically happens.
Yeah, and it's allowing yourself to, well, again, going with intent.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you're going to get the most out of these strains. Like when we talk about these strains in depth, we are really trying to do is just going, how do we feel throughout this entire experience? But we go in with the intent of like, I want to fully enjoy this. I want this to be something that I go, this is so good. I'm feeling these things. I'm tasting these things. Where foods can be better. I wasn't really snacky on this strain at all.
No, I wasn't super munchy. The most common terpenes that are in this one are limonene, myrcene, and caryophyllene. It wasn't a munchy strain though. But I think maybe it's one of the terpenes that's more commonly found in indica-based ones. I feel like more indicas produce munchy feelings.
Yeah.
Or at least the terpenes in indica-found strains are.
I'd agree. So, found a review on this one.
Yeah?
I'm gonna throw it in now, but it's a great strain. The smell is a composition of lemons, easy smoke without any coughing, intense, mellow yellow, cerebral high, makes you smile like a happy idiot for at least 2 hours. Definitely a social smoke, but not as uplifting as other haze strains. I would agree. Because I've had other haze strains, and they are way more uplifting.
Blanking right now.
Well, that's probably because
that's Amnesia Haze, yeah.
So you won't regret smoking before bedtime. I completely agree, and 252 other people found this helpful. So
yeah, I mean it was really tasty. It has like citrusy, earthy notes in there.
Yeah, and it
limonene.
But again, I mean, this is another one that you could be able to introduce for a fairly new user. So if you've got a friend who's coming over there, they're getting introduced to cannabis, and you're like, yeah, I don't want to smoke this guy until he's completely dumb. Let's start out with something low and slow, and be careful with that too.
It's still 20 to 22% THC range.
That's pretty high.
So it's still decent, but like any new user, you want to go low and slow. So funny story, my dad he's been back from Germany for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
After his back surgery. And he's been not using cannabis, not very often, because the drops that I gave him, he misplaced. And so he was like, well, I don't know where they are. And then he went and found them. That day, he had been doing some stuff, helping us. And finally, I'm like, go home. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be here. Just go home. And he's like, oh, okay. And I told him, go use your drops. Like, try it. Because he had said he hasn't been sleeping at all at night. He's tried all this other stuff. And I'm like, but you haven't tried cannabis, have you? He said, no. Well, take that 30 minutes before you're going to bed.
Yeah.
And he didn't. He went home. It was noon. And instead of counting out the drops, like I tell him to, so he can actually dose, he just squoze it under his tongue with the quick drops.
Oh my gosh.
So he has no idea how many drops he put in. He's like, well, it's like that much. And I'm like, that much is like a third of a dropper. A dropper is 30 drops, meaning that that's almost 10 drops. So where I'm telling you to start and take 4 drops, you're taking 10 maybe. That's not the dosing
one?
I'm telling
the 1
you.
or the 2?
No, the 2.5. So he was about 25 milligrams of THC. And he got really high. Not as in crazy bad like fractals, but as in he was
floating,
saying my hands are getting numb. Like his body was becoming
one with the couch.
Yeah, with his bed. And I'm like, he's like, I'm going to take a nap. And I'm like, good. And next time, follow the dosing. Don't put that under your tongue. Just put it in a drink and measure your drops.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. A lot of people don't realize is that it's really easy to get pulled in really fast. And that's why with flower, you always go low and slow. Like take 1, maybe 2 hits of this Amnesia Haze and small ones. And then wait for like 5-10 minutes to get the full effect. And if it's okay, you feel like you can do more, then do more. Don't feel pressured to just smoke because somebody's passed it to you. Just say, hey, I'm good right now.
Yeah. You don't have to take the same size hits as everyone else. No. You don't have to take as many hits as everyone else. No, it's better to go at your own speed and at your own pace, because why have a terrible experience with a medication or this plant when you can have an amazing experience if you just dose it right?
Yeah, it's all about that dosing. And so we had this in flower. We haven't had it in concentrate.
I'd love it in a really good, like, concentrate.
Or even making our own droppers from this, right? Making a tincture of this one. That would be really nice to have.
Like a daytime edible feel.
Yeah. Yeah, long lasting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it takes like, 30, 40 minutes, even an hour to kick in, that's a good sign. If it kicks in right away, like those the water soluble ones that we've tried, they're good, but I don't know, like the long term, it definitely is an edible high.
Emily said hers lasted for like a normal edible experience.
Yeah, mine typically do, and I've gone up. I mean, you're talking about 25 milligrams over there. Yeah, I've been there with these drops. The difference on this one is definitely almost like a weird kind of combination of edible high and vape high. There's a ceiling because I've tried to go above that. Same feeling. Doesn't really get it. I mean, it could just be me on that weird particular day, but yeah, it's just strange.
I mean, it's not high enough dosed for me to get like elevated off of it without using the whole bottle, and that would just taste really gross. So
yeah, I've done like 5 drops, and
I literally I squirted the one bottle and then got in the other one and squirted it in. I just have this puddle in the middle of the cup, and then I pour juice or something on it, stir it around. My drink tastes like cannabis, 100%, because it's not meant to be that dose. But that's how I dose it if I want to feel it at all.
Oh my gosh.
And even that was like,
if you can make comments over there, if you think Brandon needs tea break, just put it down there and say, hey, bro.
You'll probably have to like time me down.
That's pretty intense. That's intense. That's so much, because I feel it off of 5. But if I hit like 8 to 12 drops of the 2.5s, feeling pretty good.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
I would love to feel 8 to 10 drops.
Right?
Yeah.
I that's why I'm saying, man, you need to do a tea break.
I did. I took 24 hours the other month.
You need to do 72. You need to do 72. If you could do
so
it is
long.
But if you know what though?
With gum, and I need,
if you got that and the super high dose of CBD throughout the day, it would be tolerable. We just couldn't talk for a few days. You'd have to tell your girlfriend to go stay at her mom's.
I know.
You can just play video games the whole time.
No, I'd need to actually go to the gym more and do stuff to like help strengthen my back, because I feel like it would just hurt.
We'll just plan it out. Come with me. We'll go to the gym that I go to. We'll get you a free day and we'll beat the shit out of you.
I'm just thinking like 72 hours would be insane.
But your endocannabinoid system would finally get that, like, because you have such high dosing. And for listeners there, some of you have got extremely high tolerance, just like Brandon, due to pain or whatever. You know, it's always good to take a tea break every once in a while. Now, it doesn't matter though, even after you come back, like you will almost go back to your same levels.
I know.
Almost instantly. So it's just pacing it out.
It's terrible, because I did it's been, when were the girls in Texas last? Not last, but the first time, like 5 years ago, something, six, I don't know. It's been years. That was the last time that I took a 72-hour tolerance break. And that was because I hadn't felt comfortable bringing a pen.
Yeah.
And they didn't have one down there. And so it was just like, I had 72 hours with no cannabis. And that was the longest break I've had in probably 5 years, 6 years.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I've done longer ones, just not because I wanted to, because I was forced to, or if I'm sick.
Yeah, that's hard too.
Yeah. I mean, that's where those drops come in. And we keep talking about the drops. It's Quick Drops. We'll put a link down there below. You guys can check it out. It's an awesome company. We're going to have the founder on pretty soon. I would say this strain is good. I would definitely check it out. I would put this in my rotation.
Yeah, I like it. I mean,
I'd keep it in a tube.
I have finally decided to start doing church again every once in a while.
Yeah, you used to do that, especially during the pandemic.
No, before pandemic.
Oh, that's right.
This has been before Emily even moved in. It's been years. So, but I'm going to start doing it again with some close friends in that and start doing church.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think this would be a fantastic church rotation strain.
Yeah.
Very chatty, very creative, social, happy.
Relaxing in certain ways.
Yeah.
Give it a shot. I'd check it out.
Yeah. And if you guys haven't already, go leave us a review.
Oh.
Tell us what you like.
Yeah, we have loved that. We've seen more reviews. We're seeing more stars over there on Spotify. Guys.
And Apple.
We appreciate that immensely.
It helps us reach more people like you.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, thank you so much. Catch you next week.